Sure, we put on a lot of really great concerts here, live from the Funky Uncle on Friday nights. But what's it really all about?
Love, appreciation, you know. Just trying to give back.
Anymore.
Being able to actually come in here and see a great band and get to interview them, that just did so much for my soul. But honestly, just the way we've been able to help people too. Not only to book a band and say, hey, we've got a paid gig for you during COVID, but then also just to be able to call up someone I love like Johnny Vodakovich, who's brought me so much joy, and say, listen man, I know it's a tough time, but guess what? I got a check for you tomorrow. I'm bringing it by your house. You don't even have to come outside. I'll put it under the door.
And I really can't, I don't even know how to say a big enough thank you.
Oh man, you just keep being you, brother. That's all we ask. Right? I mean, this whole thing that we're going through, it's just a different break in the rhythm, right? You know?
Tick tock, tick tock.
One long pause.
You know, and you gotta give unconditionally without ever expecting anything in return. Otherwise you don't learn, you know?
And they say, well, here's the such and such, you know, some money to help you out, you know, and I couldn't believe it. I said, whoa, all right, well, great. And so that's how I first found out about the Funky Uncle. Yeah, he gave me money on the spot, you know, which I thought was normally, you know, I never really got any assistance from nothing to the COVID. I don't know if I really applied for anything either, you know, so he gave me like $400 on the spot, and I said, wow, well, thank you, Chris. And it's a great thing that they're doing that, because I'm quite sure there's a lot of musicians up in need for a lot of things right now. And but it helped me immensely. It helped me at a time when I really needed help.
We don't just do our art just for us. We do our art, you know, just for you. We do our art for us as well. And this is therapeutic for us. So the fact that we have not been able to get together and jam out and do what we love to do the last 2 months, a month and a half.
I mean, we were playing
the day before
3 or 4 nights a week. You know, so we were seeing each other every day.
I just like went through withdrawal, like cold turkey. I just put the last cigarette down and I have not picked it back up. So my nerves is bad and I'm super, super excited to hit this cigarette right now.
We come to see the music and we come to enjoy the music here, but it's so many more people it takes to bring the music. And by walking in the door here and seeing all the other people, it just made sense to me that more money needed to go to the gig work.
Yeah, the Funky Uncle Live, man, they're helping a lot of people. I really love what they're doing. It's great, man. They've helped me, man. I was actually behind on a lot of my bills coming up because of the pandemic. I was behind on my car insurance and my car note and stuff like that, renting, you know, things of that nature. And they've stepped in and helped me, man.
This is the worst I've ever seen it for entertainers and people that assist the entertainers, like you said, the gig workers, and you know, the guys and gals who work backstage. They don't have any work either. So it's this I've never seen it this bad.
It's the big, giant, invisible hurricane that we can't evacuate away from.
No.
It really is not.
Coronavirus, no more gigs. So now we're here at the Funky Uncle.
Gonna call you. That's my landlord. He's doing things.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him too, but tell him to call me up and we'll get the communication going.
That's Mark. Don't forget. No.
Yeah, we'll get it straight. Don't worry. We ain't gonna forget you.
To make a living right now, basically, I'm not getting any money, enough money, you know, from the government to even mention. I mean, it's not paying all my bills. It's not paying none of my bills. I'm basically just making it off the street right now, you know, just playing on the street.
You know, this is just as good of medicine for me as it is for the ones we're helping. Christian called, and I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, I'll come paint. And he's like, oh, no, that's not what I was calling you for, French. I just wanted to use your float for the background shot. And I'm like, oh. But it's cool if I come paint, right?
My favorite parts about doing this thing at the Funky Uncle is that a lot of, you know, when bands come in, this is the first time they've played together in a while, and it's just like a certain fire that comes back. Like
So you can feel everyone, you know, it feels good to be back together. So
Right.
it seems like y'all were really, you know,
Hey, we was ready.
personifying that tonight.
Hey, you got to get it in, man.
You
know,
were,
gotta
exactly.
bring that phone.
It felt like we were just in a packed, sold-out club.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. Now look, a lot of people don't know. It's weird though. You know, like you're pouring, you know, your heart and soul out. But it's weird, man, because nobody's there. It's like it's just the camera. So we're just looking like,
and our crew just like,
right.
When I found out about the assistance that Fridays from the Funky Uncle gives to musicians and gig workers, I thought that was really an incredible thing. I came home one night and I found my oak tree here had dropped a limb that was so big that I couldn't even reach around it. And it destroyed my neighbor's fence and into her backyard. So that put the dental surgery on hold. And then someone said, well, wait, how about that Funky Uncle thing? Don't they give assistance? I mentioned it to somebody, and within 2 days, they said, this is exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to help our folks. And I became a very proud recipient of assistance from the Funky Uncle.
And we're proud to be a part of this community. You know, this isn't the first time something like this is happening. Our fellow musicians, you know, they may start a fund, you know, if somebody, we try to make sure that we help each other.
Absolutely.
And we're a community of band members, we're a community of musicians, and we are a community of people here. You know, we see things happening around the city, around the world. I have to be true to my own experience. I love my city. I roll with my city.
That love comes through loud and clear.
Yo, man, Willie Green, just let you know, Fridays from the Funky Uncles. We want you to be down there and kick ass with the Funky Uncles, yo. Yo, baby.
The Funky Uncle has really, like, I've seen it help a lot of musicians, including myself, like just in the nick of time. Like having groups that come together to really take care of the artists that kind of make sure New Orleans is what it is, like, has been really helpful.
When you talk about lights, camera, action, there's like no gigs, no festivals, there's, you know, instability everywhere. There's one thing that we can control as a musician. Play your music as best you can.
And when you have programs like this,
Absolutely.
the Fridays from the Funky Uncle, that have pulled together to not take care of just you guys.
It takes a village to play music.
It does. It does. Our stage hands, our lighting techs, our video techs, our sound guys.
I'm a musician. I got to find a way to play. And if there's no other avenues for me to play, I'm going to create them. But it just allows me, the bottom line, to write a song, perform a song, touch somebody, bring people together.
So you enjoy coming to the shows? And
Oh,
seeing
definitely. Music's our lifeblood, and I was getting pretty antsy before that. We live for our music, and not having it for such a long time was tough. It really was.
And really, these people are gems. They're living legends who get really no support any time of the year. So right now, with COVID the way it is, a lot of these people are really, really struggling. So we're really trying to reach out to the streets, find these guys in their natural habitat, and help them out, because somebody's got to.
It's a massive honor to be part of making magic music medicine out of New Orleans for the universe.
Absolutely.
You got to give without expecting anything in return, and that's what's happening. And you know, New Orleans, the importance of the New Orleans music, putting out the love and the light, it goes back to Louis Armstrong after World War II, and they sent him all around the world to introduce jazz to everybody. You know, I mean, in a way, I feel we're doing that here in the Den in a spiritual way every Friday. And without having to leave the country, we're putting out that magic music medicine.
It may not be some groundbreaking amount that you can retire on, but you know, a little bit of help goes a long way in these times. Without Funky Uncle's help, I would not be able to have put the work into my horns and have them back into good working condition. You know, everybody go to thefunkyuncle.live and see if you can get a little help.
If you know a musician or a gig worker in need of assistance, it's so easy. All you have to do is go to thefunkyuncle.live and click on that donate button. Help make a difference in the lives of those that make such a big difference in ours.
Fridays from the Funky Uncle interviews Tyson Van Landingham. Second sticks.
I'm gonna go hoodie.
You're going hoodie on me?
I'm gonna go hoodie.
Okay.
Why, it doesn't look good? You don't like
You
the
look
hoodie?
like an Ewok.
What? I look like an Ewok? Is that what you're saying? Because of the gray hair.